What do you think about that, right? Because like the record industry was already shady practices before, you know what I mean? And then you have black executives now that learn those shady practices from white executives, right? And then they turn around and they do it to their own people when obviously like it shouldn't be about that. It should be better, right? Helping out your brother.
Yeah, but I mean, they're just passing on pain, bro. Most of the people I know got jerked themselves, and they're not trying to give you the recipe. You know what I'm saying? So they use the recipe on you. I mean, that's just plain and simple. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know a big exec, one of the biggest execs in the history of music. I ain't gonna say no names, but he called one of my clients up, and he owed my client a lot of money, 6 figures or so. And he said, "Hey, man, this is a black exec." And he called my client up. He
Steve
called me
Stout?
first. Like, what?
I said Steve Stout.
No. This guy's bigger than Steve Stout. This guy told one of my clients, "Hey, man, I'm just doing what the white guys taught me." That's that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So you
Absolutely.
also worked with the Locks or just Styles P to get his publishing back from Diddy?
I've worked with them. I mean, we were in collaboration, and there's a group effort to try to get their publishing back. I mean, we still got a few discrepancies that we got to fix.
But I thought like years ago, right, that like Diddy was on the radio and they had that back and forth, and he decided to give them back their publishing. What ended up happening?
What ended up happening?
Yeah, I thought he Ben gave them their stuff back.
Oh, wait, let me get the door.
Okay.
No, they got their rights back, and you know, I think they might have got a check along also with it. And but I think you mentioned the 2007 thing or something, the radio thing.
Right, when he was on, when they were on the radio going at Diddy, right, and Diddy decided to give it back to them.
Not then. We got it back. Though they got it back 2022, 21, something like that.
Was that when he was giving the rights back to everybody? Remember, like they were saying that Diddy was giving the rights back to everybody.
True. I got half of Bad Boy signed to me now. Still trying to get their rights back. I got a gang of Bad Boy, not half, but I got a bunch of Bad Boy people now still signed to me, trying to get their rights back. I think he might have just gave his rights. I think maybe 3 people might have got out the situation.
Wow, because I remember him on the Breakfast Club saying that he gave it to everybody.
Mace the Locks, maybe Faith Evans. I think that's from off the top. I think that's it.
Yeah, I remember him on Breakfast Club saying he gave it back to everybody, but then you heard like people saying, oh, they wanted him to, he was making people sign NDAs and everything like that to get their publishing back.
Yeah, a lot of people were getting paperwork. I do recall a lot of people calling me from all over the U.S. that were Bad Boy, on the Bad Boy roster. I can't really remember what the paperwork said, but there was definitely some terms and conditions in there.
Right, like I think they were saying, you know, what's her name? Aubrey from Danity Kane. I think she said something along the lines of like, oh, you can never bash Diddy publicly then if you were to sign this document and get your publishing back, but it wasn't even that much money.
The money, depending on how educated you were, when it came to fighting against him and his lawyers, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we weren't getting peanuts per se, you know what I'm saying? The Locks only got one album on their label.
So you know from what you've seen with all this paperwork,
it just comes down to who's behind. It just comes down to who could fight better. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like I said, just because these guys are lawyers doesn't mean that they're royalty experts.
Right.